Is it Jerrod or Jerrod Carmichael? Yeah, this is the kind of debate that we have here.
It depends on what neighborhood you grew up in. It's Jerrod. Really, it's Jerrod, but a lot of people say Jerrod.
Jerrod.
Yeah, but it's Jerrod. My name's
What's your nickname?
Jerrod.
Jerrod's your nickname? He's the writer, creator, producer, star of The Carmichael Show. Season 3 premieres May 31st on NBC. Also in Neighbors and Neighbors 2.
Yeah. That was years ago, though.
Well, not years ago.
That was a couple years ago.
But do you want to do more of that?
Movies, yeah. I'm excited. I have fun working about Nick Stoller directed Neighbors, so he's a friend of mine. He's great. But features are fun. TV's exhausting. Can
you ad-lib more on movies than you can in TV?
Yeah. It depends on the director in a movie, but like, you know, it is a little bit looser. You can just capture something. My show's this like multi-camera, so it's hard. I squeeze in a lot of ad-libs, but you know, it's so camera coordinated that it's a bit more difficult.
But is the show based on you with real life characters in there?
Yeah. But yeah, it's my parents. I did that thing where now I'm gonna cough for like the next 5 minutes because I'm trying to stop it. I'm trying really hard to stop it.
Don't think about coughing.
It's hard.
Don't think about your throat and it's dry and you got to cough.
It was the tea, and now I'm just like, no, thank you very much. But this is what got me in trouble in the first place. Drink it.
Drink it. Okay.
No, but now I forgot the question.
It's your parents?
It's my parents. Yeah, I use my parents' real name, and like it's really kind of close to real life, like perspective-wise.
How do they feel when they watch, or the first time they watched it, where you're sort of having fun at their expense?
It's surreal to them. It really is like I watched it with them. Me and my best friend went to North Carolina and watched it with them, and it's just this meta surreal thing where they don't believe that they have these characters playing out their real life on TV.
Any storylines that they said, wait a minute here?
Because
your mom is always right with Jesus.
She tries to be. Yeah. Who is? No, but she like a lot of time I don't borrow their stories as much as I do their perspective. You know, and you can kind of create the stories, but the perspective is the thing because it's a really argumentative family, and so it's fun to use that, like that dynamic more than I use like this situation.
Where do you get your thoughts, inspiration when you do stand-up? Like how do you mind that and not kind of cheat on the Carmichael Show?
They all kind of come together because like a lot of times if you look at my stand-up, a lot of times you'll hear a lot of those things in the show. Like it just kind of bleeds into, because it's all perspective. So as long as I feel strongly about something, I can use it for whatever I'm working on. With stand-up, a lot of times it's the thought that I'm running from the most. Like the thing that I'm a little nervous about, a little hesitant about, and those are the things that excite me and usually are the most fulfilling things to do on stage.
What makes you nervous?
Nothing really. It's not that it makes me nervous as much as that I know that it's a tightrope. You know, like just to get this thought out, it's going to be kind of difficult. You know, those are the things that it gets me excited. I'm never really nervous, but it's like the things that are going to be hard to repeat I'm trying to make it hard for you to come back here and repeat later.
But if you're, Paulie came in and tried to recite one of your stand-up acts, and I said, white guys doing black guys stand-up, it never works.
Yeah, we're talking about how, like, Steve Carell, the first episode of The Office, just doing Chris Rock's bit. It's just fun.
But how did you react when you saw that? Because here's Michael using the N-word, and all of a sudden you're going, oh, my God. Yeah, like the reaction is, like, a little bit awkward, a little bit uncomfortable.
That's fun. I think more people should say.
But they see, there you go, right there.
You guys didn't have to get awkward, you know. I guess it may have been more awkward if you didn't get awkward. I don't know where the line is. Yeah. If I say it and then everybody's in studio like, yeah,
more of that. Yeah, I just said that. That reminds me of last night's conversation.
But I'm saying it while sipping tea. What's the green tea?
But do you have to be a little bit street, a little bit gangster, though, to be able to say it in a certain way?
I'm more offended by people saying gangster than. You know what I mean? Because it's just like gangs. Like, no, we're not gangs. I don't have a gun on me.
Is it like an A at the end? Is it gangsta?
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Oh, don't try. You just the more effort, the more effortless.
How about player or playa?
We haven't said that in years.
Who's we?
Collective we. We, us.
What's it?
All any of us haven't said it in years. Come on, player.
Playa.
Oh, player. I gotta be like 50 wearing a fedora or like some street corner in Detroit. Come on, player.
Like Huggy Bear from like Starsky.
Oh my God, have you met black people in 30 years? No.
You're the first black person I've met in 30 years.
Dan.
Yeah.
I know you've been rich for a while, but come on. There's got to be some.
You're richer than I am.
There got to be some black people when you go into Mastro's at least.
Reggie Miller's a black friend of mine.
Like there goes the Mastro's.
Do you ever say I got white friends if you get in? Because you know a white person says I got black friends.
I've lived in Hollywood for years. It's implied.
Oh, you do have white friends.
Yeah,
that's how you got into Hollywood.
I have a show on network television. People understand I have white friends.
How did you? When did you know that this is sort of what your calling was?
When I was depressed working at a shoe store, I was like, I got to do something else.
Were you a funny salesman?
Yeah. Humor has always been an important part of my life, like since like middle school.
But you're selling tennis shoes.
Selling tennis shoes, but you use it for anything. You use it for whatever you're working on.
You meet women that way?
Yeah, that was my way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through their feet.
Through the feet. I never really met girls at the shoe store. You meet them at everywhere else, but humor was the most important thing.
Did you? How would you sell the Steph Curry shoes? Those shoes that look like nurses' shoes. Could you have sold those?
You gotta just really sell the traits of Steph Curry. You ignore the shoes. If you want to sell like it's like, hey, but it's Steph Curry, man. Come on, man. Okay,
best tennis shoe. We talked about this last week. Best basketball shoe ever is what?
I mean, I'm partial to Jordan's probably.
Well, let's take Jordan out of the equation. Because Mike's is also a fashion statement as well.
Yeah, it's a fashion statement. Well, so here's the thing. If you're saying technically, like what's the best shoe for actually playing basketball, then I don't have a clue.
Okay.
I don't have a clue.
What looks
I wear
best?
the most basketball shoes as someone who hasn't been on a court since the 7th grade.
Do you have no game?
No, oh God, no. And I'm from North Carolina, and so it was like considered this waste of height. I've been this height since I was like 11. And then everyone's just like, I've been like 6'1", 6'2" since I was 11, and people were just like, and I can't play. I tried to play basketball for 1 quarter in the 7th grade, and I was so bad at it that I faked a knee injury, and I haven't played since. Like anytime I'm near a court, I like limp a little bit just to. So no one. I'm bad.
You have
really
no
bad.
Athleticism.
Not really. Nah.
What happened?
I can play Jenga.
Jenga? Huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at Jenga. I'm pretty. If that's a coordination, if that's a skill that requires coordination, I'm pretty good at it.
It's Jerrod or Jerrod Carmichael.
Say Jerrod before all your friends just start coming up to me. What's up, player? What up, Jerrod? What up, player?
Jerrod. Season 3 premieres May 31st on NBC, The Carmichael Show. We'll come back and we'll talk to Jerrod. How's that?
That works, actually.
You all right with that?
That actually felt really cool.
Jerrod.
Yeah, that felt cool when you said
What up, Jerrod?
What up?
Yeah. What up, player? We'll be back right after this.
Damn, you had it.
He's Jerrod Carmichael, writer, corrector, creative producer, star of The Carmichael Show. Season 3 premieres May 31st on NBC. How did you develop your stand-up act?
Just kind of doing it. I just jumped in. I didn't. I'm from North Carolina, but I started in LA because I just wanted. I'm competitive.
But you go to the comedy store?
I'm competitive in that sense.
Oh, you are.
That's where the heart of an athlete is. Where it's just wanting to.
So you're the Jordan of comedy, is what you're saying.
God bless you.
Yes. But having confidence on stage, though, do you like hecklers?
No, I don't. But I don't mind if you have a thought. Sometimes people have thoughtful reactions to things that I say. I don't mind that at all. Like if you disagree and I don't want just some drunk person yelling stuff at me. I prefer you keep quiet. But if you have a thought, if you disagree or you want to,
But you also have
it. But
and these guys, Paulie was recounting this with Martin Luther King and Jay-Z and the importance of Jay-Z.
Paulie, I would
to Martin Luther King.
Paulie, I would
apologize.
love to hear you do that.
Guys, so he likes Martin Luther King, but he only knows 2 lines, and then he knows everything about Jay-Z, and then they don't laugh, and you look bad.
Like, trust me, he's so funny. It's so good.
I
It's so good.
No, Paulie's selling you. He goes, oh, man, he's the stand-up act. You got to see it, man. He does this Jay-Z, Martin Luther King thing. It's funny. And then he starts telling me it. And then we're not laughing. And he goes, no, he kills it, man. He kills it. So then I see it, and I go, okay, Paulie, I get it.
You get it.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
If you want to look really good, have me open for you, because you'll look really good after I get
great. Me and Paulie on the road, just dropping N-bombs across the country.
Could you see Martin Luther King in today's world being a rapper as opposed to being a religious figure?
Somebody groaned. So it was like, oh. Mate. No, I mean, I think it's just what I was trying to say with that bit, honestly, is that I think the same important message gets across in a different way now.
Yeah.
It's about accepting change and accepting time. I mean, I think Jay-Z is a great figure to look up to. I think he's like this classic Horatio Alger story, right? And it's like I draw a lot of inspiration from him. It's not to say I don't draw inspiration from Martin Luther King, but it's just a way to get your message across. I think that, like, what Jay-Z did with rap is what Martin Luther King did through brilliant speeches and brilliant writing. And I think that you can get inspiration from it.
Well, you could almost put Martin Luther King to music.
Oh, that would be
right?
Great. Yeah.
Like you could have to,
Pharrell or DJ Mustard to do it. Yeah.
Who was your favorite stand-up growing up?
Who did we grow up watching? We watched kind of some of everybody. My dad just played me a lot of Richard Pryor, and my mom liked Bill Cosby. And that sentence.
And you're not afraid.
It's just a hard sentence. It's weird that it's a hard sentence. Like, my mom liked Bill Cosby. Then he made her a cappuccino and things changed. No, no,
but you broached that topic though with Bill Cosby.
Yeah. But we watched the Carlin and Sinbad. Sinbad's fun, man.
Really?
Sinbad was fun. Sinbad didn't write anything down. He just went and freestyled an hour for HBO.
Louis C.K. does that too.
Yeah, well, Louis more, it's like jokes, like these really great jokes. It's jokes. Sinbad would just go.
What happened to Sinbad?
He's still around. He's still around, yeah. He's still around. I saw him at a few years ago at South by Southwest. I was like on the side of the stage. I just watched Sinbad for an hour. Still, like, just great. One of the most confident performers I've ever seen.
Maybe Sinbad a cameo on the Carmichael Show.
That would be fun.
Oh, but
if I weren't taping my last episode this week, that would be a fun thing to do.
The last one.
The last one this week. Yeah.
10 years from now, where are you?
Oh, man. Hopefully coming back on Dan Patrick's
really?
Show, just hanging out. I don't know. I
two
don't,
players.
Yeah, two young players like ourselves.
What are we doing tonight?
I'm open.
Yeah?
Yeah, come. We can hang. Where do you hang? What do you do?
Applebee's. We're hitting Applebee's later.
No.
But an early dinner.
Your watch is too nice to go to Applebee's. I don't know. I would like to just do more features, and I'm like hopefully stand up if I still have some thoughts I'm excited about.
You're a thinking man's comedian, though. You are.
Thank you.
And I mean that as a great compliment. I mean, there's steps to it because it's not just, hey, let me do what is surface stuff.
Yeah, I like mindful art.
You're the first person to drop Horatio Alger, I think, on the show in a while. Deion Sanders, I think, did that the last time.
Yeah.
The show is The Carmichael Show, and Season 3 premieres May 31st on NBC. Jerrod Carmichael, writer, creator, producer, and the star. Next time we're out, we want to have you back. Love to have you back.
This is really fun. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
And then we'll kill it tonight with the shorties, right?
Yeah, you and I, two players hanging out with some young.
I
I can't even do it.
I feel you, dog.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.